Hi, today I'm going to discuss with everyone on personal protection orders and family violence. Now, what is PPO? What is family violence? What is domestic violence? A lot of people are in confusion about these issues. Many people think that just because I have a quarrel with my partner, with my spouse, I have to come to court and report it. The court is not an agency that keeps track on why couples quarrel and how many times they quarrel in a day. Family violence is something very, very serious, something very, very dangerous as well, because it can impact not only psychologically, but it can also impact you physically. People have died because of being abused. Toddlers have died. We've read the recent newspaper article of a baby dying in the hands of the parents, and it's a very sad thing. And these kind of issues are what the courts are concerned about. How to protect a person. Not, oh, I had a quarrel, I'm going to take out a PPO against you. Or, oh, you shouted at me the other day, I'm going to take out PPO against you. Or, I'm using the PPO against you so that I can exact some demands from you. I can exact some concessions from you, not demands. I can exact concessions from you. So, that is not the purpose of PPO. Now, what is family violence? This is something that I would say 80% or 90% of the people who come and see me don't know anything about. They think family violence is shouting. They think family violence is threatening. Yes, it may come under that category, but it's more than that. It's not just shouting per se. It's not just threats per se. Your spouse tells you, watch out. You're not happy, you run to the police and take out a PPO case. That's not what family violence is all about. So let me explain to you what's family violence according to the Women's Charter. So family violence includes, if you look at section 64 of the Women's Charter, willfully or knowingly placing a family member in fear of hurt, or attempting to place a family member in fear of hurt, restraining, harassment. All these are issues which are considered as family violence. Now, who is a family member? An ex-spouse is a family member. A spouse is a family member. Brother, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, father, mother, father-in-law, mother-in-law. So uncles, aunties, so a very wide spectrum of who is considered family. Girlfriend, boyfriend is not considered family yet, though changes are being made. Currently they have to go to POHA under Prevention of Harassment Act if they are not a family member. So having explained what is family violence and who are family members, let's now talk about what is the law in cases such as this. First and foremost, there are two limbs to family violence. First is whether family violence was committed. Second, is it necessary to make an order? So when I say that there are two limbs means that's what the judge takes into consideration. 2 points, at least in the layman's term. 2 points. So, first, whether family violence was committed. So, like what we explained before, harassment and confining someone, restraining someone, attempting to place the person or knowingly placing the person in hurt, fear of hurt, committing actual violence. All these things come under family violence. So, first and foremost, the judge will make a finding after the trial whether such an act or whether such acts took place. And then, secondly, the judge will decide whether it's necessary. Now, this is an important link, which is why at the very start I said not every single quarrel or scuffle is going to be worthy of a PPO. it might be worthy of family violence. One spouse slapping another, it's a clear act of violence. But if that was on a one-off basis due to a certain context and it has never happened before and there is no likelihood of it happening again, a PPO might not be ordered. Even if the judge makes a finding that family violence did indeed happen. So that's what we need to understand about PPO. Many people think that a PPO you can obtain just after a quarrel or after a scuffle or after a huge shouting match. But that's not what it is. PPO is not family violence. Family violence is one of the things that is considered in order to give a PPO. But PPO is not family violence. So we must understand that. A related topic in relation to this is a DEO, which is something that is not easy to obtain in the court. You can only obtain a DEO after you have a PPO against the particular person. DEO is a domestic exclusion order. There you are saying that, look, it's not even safe for me to stay with this person in the same house. But more often than not, the judge is not going to make an order to kick the person out of the entire house, maybe at certain parts of the house. Yes, so obviously with such matters, there's going to be challenges on how this is going to be enforced. People might place cameras in their rooms to ensure, suppose if party A is excluded from the master bedroom, then party B may want to put certain CCTV cameras in order to ensure that this is complied with, because the breach of a DEO or PPO can have drastic consequences. So that's all we have for today for PPO and a related topic, DEOs. If you have any further questions, as always, each case turns on its own facts. Meet up with us and we'll explain to you further. Thank you so much.